Hey Ukers, this is Koma. I am going to share with you guys a video I recorded of myself doing a 4-mask Heroic Visions run. I thought it might be helpful for some people to see the way I do it. What I found when I was learning how to do this, the best thing for me was to look at videos and just look at the route that other players took, how they did certain mechanics, that kind of thing. And so maybe by watching me, you guys can learn something too. So this is a 4-mask Memento farming run, I call it. It doesn't challenge me too much. The 5-mask is a lot harder. But basically what I do in this 4-mask run is I try to get all the chests and all the crystals. There you can see I've got 4 masks. The only one I don't wear is the half sanity mask. It's easily the hardest, obviously. I'm sure a lot of you know that. I will do one 5-mask run per week just for the 470 corrupted item, but because you have a lot less time for running around, I only happen to grab chests if they're like in my way or convenient to get. With a 4-mask though, you still have your full sanity bar. Gives you lots of time to run around, waste some time basically while you grab stuff. If you use your Gift of the Titan procs wisely, you can also make the run a lot safer. And also, you can use the elite kills, which give 200 free sanity, and those basically become little sanity batteries. And if you time those right, it makes the run a lot safer too. I use a special build for Visions. I just wear basically like a not my raid set, but more like my Mythic Plus set because you spend so much time killing trash. So right there I had my first Gift of the Titans proc. I immediately went out and killed the 2 guards in front, just because the Gift of the Titans proc gives you so much haste, 60% haste I think it is. There's one, my first crystal. So you might get to learn a few of the crystal positions too if you didn't know them already. I also use Purification Protocol for my major, just because it has such a short cooldown, so much of the stuff in here. There I'm looking at Gammon, he's the worst. He's the worst bonus boss you could get in here. But short cooldown on Purification Protocol, and so you get to use it on a lot of trash packs. I'm also using like Bladestorm here, just because it helps me game a few mechanics too. So what I was doing here at the start, there I didn't have the blacksmith buff either, which he gives you plus 10% damage. So what I was doing at the start was I was basically trying to game a Gift of the Titans proc for the first time that I faced an elite in one of the corrupted zones. And so I ended up doing a lot of running around, as you can see. But the first zone is kind of an okay place to do a lot of running around and wasting time because the sanity drain is so low, it's not really dangerous. And so even though I was very inefficient here at the start, it didn't hurt me a lot. It's something you'll notice a lot as I'm doing this run. It's not a perfect run by any means, but kind of what I was hoping to share too is that by showing a very imperfect run, you could see that even a bad run, you can still do a 4-mask. There I got my second crystal in this zone. You can still do a 4-mask and have a really productive run, get a lot of corrupted mementos and stuff. There I procced my second Gift of the Titans, which I was obviously disappointed with because now I won't have it when I fight the first elite in the first corrupted zone I'm heading to now, so I decided to go there now. And so typically what I would hope for is as I'm killing this group, I could get a Gift of the Titans proc for this elite. You can see my weak auras on the side here too. I've got one that shows me the cooldown of my Gift of the Titans proc. Super useful. You can use that to time when you want to try to hit the next elite, or when you'll make a big pull to take advantage of the Gift of the Titans proc. So you can see, even though I did all that running around in the first zone here, I'm basically at full sanity again because I just killed that elite when I needed to. So here, obviously, you gotta free the shamans. In this zone, we've got Hotfoot, as we can see there. I did this super annoying jump, and I've got, what is this other one called? The Shadow chasing me, which was Dark Delusions, so it's one of the less important ones. Hotfoot obviously is the big annoyance that everybody hates. So here I had another one, and I just charged into it. Obviously not every class can take advantage of or get around Hotfoot like that, but maybe you'll see me play around Hotfoot a bit. Here I've got it again, and I just tried to ignore it. Didn't work when I tried to hit that totem. And there I'm wasting another Gift of Titans proc. You can't make great use out of all of them, but when you get one, you want to try to get right into a pull or a pack so you can take advantage of the huge DPS boost it gives you. So I'm going to do a lot of looking around here to find these two chests. There's the one, and I also want to try to find where the crystals are. Looking around here for one. I'll also point out I've got my, on the left side here, you can see I've got my potions weak aura as well. And it's awesome because it shows you which potions do what. You saw at the start I did run into one of the huts. There's a dead body in that hut, and there's a potion beside it. That's the one that is poison, the potion that is poison. And so when you press that button on this weak aura, it'll tell you what all the other potions do. And so you can see here on this run, plus 100 sanity is the black potion now. So Hotfoot, obviously, even when you're very aware of it, it gets super annoying. Here I was hoping to, again, game my Gift of the Titans proc so that I could fight this elite for it, but it just didn't time out right. So again, another imperfect thing about this run, I also forgot to activate 2 of these totems, and so this was the point where I was like, oh, of course, I look stupid now, but quickly run back, and my Gift of the Titans proc is all gone, so that's okay. Run around, try to waste a little bit of time. I knew that I had a potion expiring too because of my weak aura there, and so I knew it was going to stun me or slow me or something. I think it turned out it just slowed me a bunch. So this elite's not super dangerous. Mostly you just have to be aware. Here comes hopelessness, so I need to find the orb wherever it goes. The worst part about it is that there's all these little fences around the room that make it hard to gather your orb when you need it. Other than that, dodging slow-moving waves and stuff like that. Also really annoying when you run under eaves and can't see where you're going. So I'm back at full sanity, so there's an odd crystal. I knew I had lots of time to run around and look for the crystals at this point. I'd only found one, and so I wanted to try to find the other one, so spent a bit of time. There's a black to get me back up to full sanity again. And so glance at the map, trying to figure out where this last crystal was. The great thing about like Gift of the Titans, everybody loves that. Yeah, there's the last crystal. Everybody loves Gift of the Titans, but really the 200 free sanity for killing an elite is what lets you get through the 5 mask runs. You really try to abuse that as much as you can. Clear a bunch of trash before you take on the next elite, so that you're always keeping yourself as close to full sanity as possible. So now I've got Leadfoot. Haunting Shadows is pretty inconsequential, but you'll maybe see me deal with Leadfoot a little bit. Mostly what it boils down to is trying not to move when you don't have to. So here I knew my weak aura showed me that my Gift of the Titans proc was up, and I just needed to kill one thing. There it is. And so now I immediately run to the first elite in this, and that means that his throw that he does won't cost me any sanity, and I'm also doing crazy damage to him because of the huge haste boost. So end off at full sanity again. The fear effect from this affix doesn't bother me all that much because I can just Berserker Rage out of it. There I saw in the corner I had another sanity potion, so I knew that I had lots of time to run around, look for the crystals. There's sometimes a crystal spawn in here, but it wasn't there. Not a big deal because I know I've got some time to kill, because I've got a sanity potion saved up over on the side of that building. So I'll kill a little trash and then I'll go and look for some more crystals. Leadfoot affecting me a bit here. You can see also at this point I'm up to 30-minute buff for the heal potion, which is red in this run. So I know I basically don't need to pick up any more red potions at this point. There's my another crystal there. And so at this point I'm getting a little low sanity. I know I'm good to go, and I had to look around, remember where these potions were. There's one of them, and I knew I still had another one that I had to run around and find. And bang, just like that, full sanity again. I got pretty lucky with those two, but you know, if I didn't have them there, I just wouldn't have wasted as much time. The goal of this lost zone is to kill as much trash as you can before the bosses spawn. You can basically, this pull that's to my right now, which has 2 dominators in it, that's the one you don't need to do. You can skip them and still spawn the boss. You can see there too I got a Gift of the Titans proc, so I'm trying to rush to this next elite. He's not a huge pain, but he has a lot of stuff on the ground to dodge, and with Leadfoot it can be a problem, so I wanted to get as much use out of that huge haste buff as I could. You can see I got hit by one of the sanity loss there, but it wasn't a big deal because, again, after killing him, I'm all the way back up to full again. Perfect time for a blue potion there, because now again my blue buff is up to 17.5 minutes. There's the last crystal too. Go and grab that. And so at this point, I might try to grab one more blue potion. That's about it. You can see there's that pull over there. Didn't bother getting it because I didn't need it to spawn the last boss. Save a little bit of time. So this boss with Leadfoot, more or less, you just want to stand still when you need to. Take a step to the side to get around his ability on the ground, and just stay within his void circle thing. Sometimes I'll time it such that just by killing his ads, I'll proc Gift of the Titans, and that's a big help on him, but in this case I didn't really need it. Quickly take the totem back to the very start, and I'm complete half the run now at this point.